Welcome to Mad Marketing TV, and we're really happy to have Mac McIntosh with us today. Mac McIntosh is a B2B lead generation and marketing automation expert. So let's welcome Mac to the show.
Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here, Mac, and really excited to have you on Mad Marketing TV. I've looked forward to having you here. So let's dive right in and start talking about offers. Why are offers so important in generating more sales-ready leads, Mac?
Well, I think there are a number of reasons. It's sort of the bait on the hook or the carrot on the stick to get somebody to take a next step, to inquire, to move forward in their buying process. So offers ideally are aligned to where people are in their buying process and are designed to help them move forward. They're really a key to generating more leads and sales.
Thanks, Mac. I appreciate that those thoughts on how to create more sales-ready leads. So what do you really see as the key to creating the right offers that engage the buyers that you're trying to reach?
Well, that's an interesting question. I think, as I said or I alluded to just a moment ago, is it's aligning those offers or calls to action to where the buyer is in their buying process. For example, in the introduction, you mentioned awareness to inquiry, inquiry to consideration, and consideration to purchase. So what you want to do is you want to think about what content you've got or need to create that will fit at those various stages. Sort of at the beginning, people might be interested in info kits, how-to guides, white papers, those kinds of things. As they move a little bit further along in their buying process, or kind of in the middle, they might be more willing to read a case study or play with some decision maker tools or what if tools or calculators, or attend a webinar that takes a bit more commitment of their time. As they get closer to the consideration to purchase phase, they're more interested often in assessments or consultations or custom demos or attending a live seminar or meeting face-to-face or getting a quotation or being given sometimes an incentive to get them to move forward with their purchase decision rather than to sit on the fence.
Good thoughts, Mac. I think mapping it to your offer to where they are in the buying process is a great idea. So let's talk about the different types of offers. There's all different types of offers. You alluded to a few there, but there's obviously many more. Can you share with our viewers kind of what some of the different types of offers they consider making?
It can range from everything from white papers and case studies and webinars, which are pretty common offers, to a whole laundry list of things that you could offer. Application notes, checklists, configurators, tutorials, videos cut up into little snippets to explain the story or show how it's used, events like lunch and learns, product comparisons, compared to the competition could also be useful in many cases, those sort of checkbox lists that you see so often. Really, there's a whole bunch of stuff you could offer. So one of the first things I recommend is that you do an inventory of what materials you already have available and map them out to that buying process. And then you start looking at filling the gaps.
Good idea, Mac. Actually collecting all of your offers that you have and mapping them and figuring out where the gaps are that you can add more. I think that's really good advice for them. So what do you consider? We always like to look for a takeaway on every show. And the question I always ask every guest is, if you're talking to, say, a chief marketing officer and they said, Mac, what should I know about creating offers and what they can do for us? How would you answer that question?
I say start with the 3 R's, and the 3 R's are refresh, repackage, and rebundle, because you often have a lot of the materials that you need already. You just haven't thought of them as being used as offers in your marketing and lead generation programs. So often you want to take a look at an article. It might be pretty good, but it's a little bit out of date. Rewrite it. It's easier than writing a new one. Take 3 or 4 articles that were your top read articles of last year and offer them as a bundle. The 5 or the 3 or 4 most top read articles in 2011. Think about putting together a kit, like a decision maker kit, which it could include articles, case studies, how-to guides, as well as information about your products or services. And that's just a rebundling effort. So often you've got a lot of the materials. Take a look at what your salespeople use to present to customers directly, and see if those materials can be given a makeover, so to speak, and turned into a marketing offer or call to action. And sometimes it's just retitling. So in addition to the 3 R's, I guess I give you a bonus tip, which is retitle. A lot of times calling something a white paper is pretty boring, but talking about 7 ways to improve your results without spending a dime more, or 5 big things to avoid, or big problems companies make and how to avoid them. Those kinds of things work really well.
Good stuff, Mac. And I especially like your advice of going and talking to your salespeople, because I think they're already using things to create offers and various things that you're probably not even aware of.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, good stuff. And glad you've been on our show today, and we're really excited about it. So where can viewers go to learn more about you, your company, and learn more about offers and those types of things?
I guess the best way to learn more is to go to my website, acquireb2b.com. You'll find a lot of information about what we do as a company and what kinds of companies we work for. Another idea is to send me an email at McIntosh@acquireb2b.com. Remember, Macintosh doesn't have an A. Apple Computer has an A in Macintosh, but I don't. And I'll be happy to send you in response a copy of my sales lead calculator spreadsheet to help you figure out how many leads you need to put in the pipeline to meet your company's sales goals. We also have a sales lead success checklist you can use to kind of make sure you're covering all the bases. And third, and last but not least in importance, we have a great newsletter called B2B Marketing Technology Insights that comes out about once a month, and will give you some ideas on how to get more from B2B marketing and marketing technology, and as it relates to marketing automation and lead generation.
So thank you, Mac. That's been great information. For all our viewers, using offers in your marketing campaign is a very powerful way to get people's attention. On next week's show, we're going to talk about landing pages with Tim Ash of Site Tuners and the author of Landing Page Optimization. It's going to be another great show, so we hope you'll tune in next week for Mad Marketing TV.